Hello and welcome back to Warhammer 3. As we stumble through our first campaign, we find ourselves in a situation where we're going to war with the elves. Why would the High Elves go to war with the High Elves? It's simple. We're surrounded by them. We've spent every drop of income we've ever gotten building archers, and if we're surrounded by High Elves, then we have to fight High Elves. Now, it is worth noting that as of now, Vol's Anvil was just conquered by the Vampire Coast, but honestly, it feels like it's in my best interest, politically speaking, to let the Vampire Coast conquer some more land so that I can, get more land from them and not from the High Elves. Avoid that social faux pas if I can at all. Now, last time I had already sieged the city, but I didn't save it, and then I loaded this save, and I realized, you can actually see from here there are two armies. I think I clicked this flag and got confused. I'm still learning the UI for the game. Considering I had the information that I should not attack this, that I knew there was a third army, I'm gonna go ahead and pretend that I played correctly. I'm learning the game. I'm fine with reloading for basic mistakes like this. And instead, the plan becomes like very, very straightforward. We're going to come over here, and we're going to fight this settlement. Hopefully, we can draw them out and either get just a battle without the settlement involved, or even like advantageous battles where they do something really stupid. But just removing the settlement garrison from those two stacks is a really good first step. For now, we're going to encircle this. Then we're going to bring the other army over to reinforce.
Master Mage. Archmage's duty.
I wish we could get a little bit further. I'm not quite sure how safe they'll be at that specific position, but we'll definitely be able to very, very easily auto-resolve this. 238 still more than I was expecting to lose, but we'll be completely fine. We take the Occupy. Level up on, it looks like the hero and the new Storm Archmage I have. We also have the Helm of Discord now. Oh, I have an AoE debuff ability. I see what it is. And we're able to pick up real abilities on this character now. I don't know if I should get Wind Blast because that's what the other one has, or if I should get Uranon's Thunderbolt to try out new things. Because I'm going to get mixed up on who does what, but I'm going to take Thunderbolt. I want to try more different abilities. And then on the much more developed mage, I'm going to pick up Magical Reserves, I think. What's the next level of Common Cassandra do? Oh, and a lot of things. Like, it's hard to imagine it's not correct just to take this. I'm not going to read what they all do. I just see there's like 5 of them, and surely if I care about the ability, it's right to pick that.
The day is ours.
And here I'm going to keep going down hard to hit. I don't see anything new that's become available. We have a building upgrade available in Shrine of Tyrion. In fact, we have 2, and we have, I imagine, nowhere near the money to do both, huh? Oh, actually. Oh, yeah. Nice. Now, it is worth noting that, like, I do want to recruit the more archers that are available here, right? There's going to be... Oh, wait, no, I can't go into encamp anyway. And here I'm out of movement, so the unit in the city wouldn't be able to recruit either because they're not able to get rid of their units to make room. Well, luckily for me, I've made just the right series of mistakes that there is no play where running out of money mattered. So, next turn, immediately, let's see if these people move into a more advantageous position for us. It doesn't really look like it. Half of them stayed garrisoned, the other half just, like, took one step forward. Didn't really leave themselves much of an opening. We have another choice. We can get an unhappy populace. I'd rather not. Lose campaign movements. Get a happy populace at the cost of influence. I'm not giving up money. I feel like control -5 faction-wide is going to cause problems for me. My army's otherwise preoccupied right now. I can't afford a new one. Happy populace feels unnecessary. So considering I'm fairly close to where I need to be, I think I can just afford to take the... Like, normally this seems really bad, but I think I can just afford to take this one.
Have them build boats upon the shore.
Wait, I can?
Or set sail from a...
I mean, I guess I knew I could because I've been seeing boats, but I hadn't really thought about it. We finished cartridge ammunition, not that we have Eagle Claw bolt throwers yet. So now the question is, like, what the hell do I do? Is the answer I try to use ambush stance, or I just fight them here? Because, I mean, the situation's basically the same as last time, at the very least, right? I don't know how hiding for ambush stance works. I have a 45% chance, I guess. I think the important thing here, though, is, like, even if I don't get the ambush... It results in a situation
True magic
where they don't know where my units are, right? Because I'm invisible from their perspective, since they're not in my red circle. So they're likely to walk away and try to do something to me and not just stand next to their settlement. I think that's right. We're going to find out. Imagine having money and, like, researching trade advancements. It's just ridiculous. Speed plus 5% for all units seems pretty good. And everything else isn't going to apply to all these archers I'm making, so trumpeters it is. And that's gonna be the end of the turn immediately then. Let's see if my stupid ambush plan works or if they just continue to stand on their capital. Which I think is also their last settlement, so it's, you know, defending it's pretty solid. Something happened immediately. The enemy failed to spot your ambush. So, I can probably auto-resolve this and lose, like, no units. I want to make sure that their wizard here gets killed, and I also want to make sure I don't take 80 wounds at all for the upcoming siege. And I want to know how this type of fight works in the first place. Good 45%. I don't know if I got to roll 2 at once like I was thinking I did, so it was actually a 75, or if it really was just 145. So I feel like we just immediately start the battle, everyone starts shooting, and the enemy dies is how this works. I don't really see a way for the enemy to counterplay this. If anything, I might have positioned too close to them. What should I be prioritizing here? They have Illyrian Reaver archers. Oh, their army is also all archers. Look at them. They get it. In that case, though, like, we absolutely just charge each of these dudes into the back. We don't quite start with enough to use any of the good spells, but we can still just use this and blast it straight through the back and into the archers. And I think probably that's like half on one group of archers and half on the other group of archers to start seems fairly reasonable, right? Provided they're actually in range, I think they are.
It is done. You may use the hills, valleys, and stranger formations of this place to your advantage, Commander. The terrain can conceal your forces.
Oh, I think they're fleeing. Because those spearmen just left by the looks of it. What are these? Spearmen? How is it possible for you to be AFK? What?
Going.
Where are you? Oh, they have... Are you on horseback? Oh, the Reavers are on horseback. Look at that. Go get involved with that.
Eager for battle.
Here. No, not him. I would rather not be stuck there. What's happening here? A calls for a mage is what's happening there. All of you wanted to shoot, I don't know, that pile of shit. That seems good. Oh, you took some damage, didn't you? I'm not quite sure from what, but definitely did. And we have Wind Blast, just, that hit my own units. It's fine, I guess.
Onward, maintaining order. Following a viewer.
Sunfang lusts for battle.
Yeah, we should be able to run down pretty much all of this from here, I think.
The winds rise.
I'm not quite sure if there's anything else I really need to be doing.
Making my way. Going abroad.
What's not routed is the real question here.
Swiftly.
There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and let this continue though, just to make sure we run down as much as possible. All right, let's get out of here. All right, so we're looking at 26 losses to wipe out 600 men. Honestly, expected a little bit better than that, but we're not great at running down armies, apparently. Also, probably shouldn't have eaten half a health bar on my mage. I'm not quite sure what I spaced out on, but clearly that was bad play on my part. I'm guessing all the archers shot her and she was not moving. Also, their leader escaped completely unharmed. That plan did not work. Treasury plus influence. I can take replenishment, but I mean, it's not really helping much. Treasury and influence it is. Oh, it pushed her this way. She's not actually at the settlement. That's really good. I thought it would push her towards the settlement, but apparently that's not just how it works all the time. So it looks like winds of magic are even worse than they used to be, thanks to Ogre Gastromancy. Cool. Thanks for that.
Great powers the world over are mobilizing for war, Prince Tyrion. The waning strength of
Sunfang is here. Influence 30, Treasury 5,000, Cadre replenishment. What does this do? A lot, apparently. I'll look at that next turn. I think I have somebody to kill right now.
Protector.
Because at a glance, if it's just the one person guarding this now, right?
For my queen.
This feels like something we can probably do. You do lose now, I admit, but we have reinforcements coming. Also, we gain something. Leadership Orisi, who cares? And we have the terrifying mask of E. Okay. And a dragon scale shield. Oh, we took this from the person we beat. Oh, shit, that's the person I left. The vampire counts, or sorry, the vampire ghost completely wiped them out. Apparently they only had 2 settlements, so I guess that makes sense. We need to research 8 techs. We're currently at 3 for another side quest.
Elven Archmage.
All right. Now that we have reinforcements, Pyrrhic victory, casualties medium. You know what that means. It's time to grind with archers. Does it? Am I willing to wait this out? Let me drop a quick save. What does Pyrrhic victory medium casualties actually look like? The losses are focused on my normal spearmen. Oh wait, I imagine flashing red means the unit actually dies. Not that it's being focused losses onto them, that the unit is actually dead. Yeah, they're gone, full killed. So how much do we lose? We lose like full on half the army. We occupy so we don't have nightmarish problems. Defeat Tyrion the Grim, missile resistance, defense versus large. That's a pretty terrible defeat trait. Speed 10% in Sacred Incense. Oh wait, this is not a trait we have, this is an item we have. Passive ability ward save area. Okay, so why is your passive ability called ward save area apparently applying missile resistance and not ward save? This just feels like something's clearly wrong with that item description. We aborted this, I guess, because apparently murdering elves made it pretty obvious what we were up to. Killed an enemy in battle, get an earthling rod, unlock some more people. We have Illyrian Reaver bows, secured a province, got more treasury for it. Am I happy to take that result?
Shield against the darkness.
Because I don't really want to fight a big siege. Like, that's the issue, right? I like fighting on the field of battle, I just think sieges suck. Like, I look at this, I can very easily continue progressing from here. It's not a problem. Also, I thought I wiped you out. I guess I didn't, because you're still here.
Allow me.
Reliability very low. I wish I could see what caused this. Did I lose? Because I was at very high or high reliability before I started this war. I think what happened is because I had trade rights with him and then attacked him, I lost reliability. I was unaware that trade rights counted as like a non-violence agreement. I might also have like declared war in an offensive way. I would love to hear what I've done wrong here, because the things I'm doing that are diplomatically unacceptable are not intuitive. Like, for all I know, it's strictly that I've attacked other high elves and has nothing to do with anything else. It's very important how this mechanic works for when I play like real long-lasting high difficulty campaigns.
You dare beg
oh, they have another settlement all the way up here.
You eviscerated. To meet
wait,
your neck.
I don't think that's correct, because when I click on them and then like try to figure out where they are, it's highlighting this area. I don't think they own this area. That's where the other people are. I'm not quite sure why they aren't dead right now. Okay, so you can step out of a settlement after you conquer it with your 1 point of movement and then do the teleport to fight here. So that's good to know for future reference. It's a reason not to take the bad result in the Pyrrhic victory auto-resolve. And I think I'm going to reload the save and do that tomorrow. I'm getting pretty tired at the minute. It's been a fun day of Warhammer, but I'll get back to this tomorrow, which for you will be in like 5 seconds. But for now, I need to take a break. So before I get into just murdering Tyrion the Grim, because make no mistake, that's what's about to happen, I probably should have attacked, you know, this guy instead, because I hadn't really considered this. I'm aware that not all factions are real factions. Of the 280, there are tons of like minor lords to fill the space on the map. They're not all legendary lords. And Tyrion the Grim, to me, sounded like a generic elf guy I didn't need to care about. I don't know the names of all the lords, but Tyrion the Grim is actually a legendary lord, so I should have left him alive to try to confederate him later, but we're here now. So I have a different question, which is there a solution to this other than killing him? And I don't think there really is, so I'm probably just gonna kill him, because there's a whole army here. I don't see a good solution to this. Unless I can sell him Trelina back before this siege. It's potentially a solution. They don't like taking offers while we're at war. That does make sense. Yeah, I can give him this settlement back as part of a peace treaty. That gets him to -47. He really likes the whole getting the settlement back thing. Unfortunately, he's still not willing to say yes, and I need to offer him this after I take the settlement. I've confirmed by looking at save information, like going to the next turn and killing this tiny army here, that apparently the way legendary lords work, maybe everyone, I don't know, is that because this army's alive, taking the settlement doesn't kill him. I don't know if it's the army or the lord leading it, but whichever way it works. Once both of these are dead, Eltharion will be gone. It's possible he'll be more inclined to accept diplomacy once I take out this settlement. And I think that while I am willing to try to give him this back to confederate him in the future and get the legendary lord, I don't really care about confederating him. So we're gonna go ahead and do this siege, because just abandoning the war and leaving him here and pissed definitely seems like the worst call. We really don't have like any siege equipment yet, and this is an actual tower wall sort of thing, right? I can scout terrain and see what it looks like ahead of time. I don't know if that'll be actually helpful for me, but this is an actual siege. I don't see any buttons on that. Escape? Yeah, we fixed it, I guess. I guess I need to launch this battle just to understand why it sucks so much to do this. Because I'm pretty sure that this fight's absolutely brutal and not going to go well on account of my no siege equipment. So I've only got 24 winds of magic. Does this person know any spell that helps with this? I don't know if I can even see my magic before the fight starts. For now, I'm just gonna pull everyone to the back and wait for my reinforcements to arrive. 24 magic is next to nothing. Do I just like click the channel magic button because it can't get much worse? Sure. It looks like it got a little bit worse. So far, I have never seen this actually do anything beneficial. Maybe the odds are terrible, maybe I'm just unlucky. It's weird that I can't click on the fort tower and see its range like I can with enemy units, huh? You would think that would be a thing. Range 350, like I can see that it has a range number, I just can't get a preview of it for some reason. I guess I'll take the tour. Oh, I can't do it anymore, I took too long. I'll click here then. It looks to me like the only difference I can find in that tutorial message is the existence of the towers. I can use Thunderbolt 3 times. I don't know if this is an ability that can actually bring down towers. I know that some magical abilities can be used against towers, I just don't know that this is one of them. We're about to go find out. It's also theoretically possible that Flame Weight can help. Wait, it has 7,500 health. I can just do math, right? I can see what damage this deals. 672, nowhere close. Yeah, we can't bring down any towers with this. Can I tell them to attack a tower? No, arrows do not work on towers. I'm gonna be honest, it feels like there's not even a point in doing this. Like, I just look at this, I'm like, oh yeah, you just eat massive casualties from the towers and lose. Because I don't have an army that can take the walls. I don't have like monstrous infantry I can put on the walls. I have a ton of archers who are by definition not going to be good because they're going to be taking huge damage from towers constantly, right? Like every time these guys shoot and they shoot constantly, they're going to be killing people. I'm going to reload and take the autosave because I really don't feel like I would ever choose to do this if it weren't an auto resolve because this battle is so nasty. But I do want to just like take a quick look. What does it look like when you put archers next to towers? How massive is the casualty rate? Because I feel like this is damn near suicidal. Like doing this is complete insanity. It's very much like if I had the option to try to invade a stone-walled city in an older historical total war. I just didn't have siege weapons. So it's like, I don't know, I'll beat down the gate with an axe eventually. And I know I have gates, or ladders rather, that any individual unit can climb a gate. But like, it just doesn't matter. They're all archers. I can't do anything from on top of this. So like, as we approach, you're gonna see it steadily ticking down. We've already lost 50 men. We're nowhere near in range. It's not gonna get better. Like during the entire fight, this will continue happening. This just doesn't feel like a strategy. I've been told they always fire at the closest targets. Is that true? Because if so, then running a Phoenix around can save us some health, like rather tremendously. The towers in the back definitely appear to be firing at the Phoenix, and so do the archers. No, I can see stuff hitting these guys. I'm not quite sure where it's coming from, but it's definitely there. So they keep moving around in a tiny little figure eight and hoping it works. But additionally, we're not doing a lot. You can see the arrows are very inaccurate when going over walls, which is not super surprising, but it is a problem. And at this point, we've already lost, you know, almost 100 troops. Move as far forward as they can really justifiably get. Keep this moving around, move all of these people up. I probably should have started by putting Tyrion on the wall, right? Not Tyrion, it's my guy named Tyrion. I guess I'll go break down the gate with him, because that's the thing I know he's able to do. And I do have, like, some archers that are also spearmen that can try to get on the wall and not be shit, and it does look like things are happening with the archers. Maybe I'm being a cynic, or maybe this is only remotely okay because we're on a lower difficulty. Are you guys going up? Holy shit, they're just getting destroyed by arrows. Apparently being on top of the wall is fairly easy to deal with. I may as well, like, try to do something with the Phoenix here, right? Alright, that's all of its charges used. Didn't really do a whole hell of a lot. Yeah, the people getting on top of the wall just get wasted pretty much instantly by the look of it. Being up here feels like a terrible, terrible mistake where I'm just throwing away units for no reason. They're not craven. I told them to kill themselves and they're running because that's what they should do. So, what would I even do if I wanted to take this city in a real battle and not just auto-resolve math, right? Like, I got Tyrion here now, I guess. He can run around and be silly, but it's not helpful. I'm gonna take all of this and tell it to fuck off. It's not helpful. It's not doing anything. I'm just exploring and looking at cities right now. I don't really see any way that I could ever think this was a good plan. And don't mind me, I'm just trying to see how valuable playing dumb King of the Hill shenanigans is. I'll be back with you once I decide this is stupid and I shouldn't be going for it. I should definitely have brought more people in on horseback. This might be a thing you can actually do, but I'm not doing it correctly. This absolutely feels like a thing where if I were distracting the enemy units by, you know, fighting for the walls and sent in a third guy to cap points a little bit faster, this might work. But right now, it's just a funny thing I've been experimenting with. I think, generally speaking, if I were trying to do this, I don't even know that I feel like it's possible to do this at all without artillery, but for now, I'm done trying. Let's go look at auto-resolve. I look at the auto-resolve, it tells me it only kills the units I don't love in the first place, right? It's just losing the spearmen that really should all be getting replaced with Lothran Seaguard in the first place. Or just full stop not be in the army, but probably the former, not the latter. It means I'm not doing the quest this turn, but I think it's just worth it to kill them. And I don't think I can actually win that myself, which is embarrassing, but I don't understand. Oh, hey, there's a mercenary noun for artillery. Yeah, that would have allowed me to do it, all right. Anyway, we're going to occupy. We get the Eltharian defeat trait, which appears to be a little bit shit. And we steal some gear from them, including a potion of healing. I think I've seen all this before. I think this is the exact same as the previous announcements. And we also get Illyrian Reaver mercenaries and finish off that province, which means that we can do a proclamation. And I'm going to keep doing the food proclamation because it seems really, really good. I can no longer get them a settlement back because it has to be adjacent to their current territory, and they have no current territory. Fair enough. I'm sorry, where did these Eagle Claw bolt throwers come from? They came from the enemy faction. There's some mechanic about taking artillery from your enemies if you're the same race. I don't know what it is, but I know how I got this because they had them. It was on the great big list of grievances I had where I didn't even bother saying half of them because I started with and ended with, I don't have these. But like, amongst the other problems, they do have them. And apparently I got them. That'll be helpful in the future. We have 3 skill points, and what do you know it's... Oh, there's only 1 point for favorable wins. I thought this was a 3-point thing. Well, we're definitely putting 1 point into that. I think the rest of this might be just less impressive to us. What is stand your ground? Melee defense and leadership. That's not bad, to be honest. If this stuff actually affected the Lothran Seaguard, this would be really good, but I imagine nothing else is going to. Yeah, the only thing that matters to me is this one, nothing else can be useful. I'd probably still pick up stand your ground in place of rally. It doesn't tell me what rally does here, which feels a bit weird. It seems sensible to me that a melee defense buff is just obviously a good thing I should have if I've gone this far into red. I've unlocked Bloodline of Anarian, which is just apparently very good, but it makes everyone unhappy. I'm gonna be honest, it feels like this is a trap. And I'm not going to pick this. This line seems crazy. Oh, it's mutually exclusive with Majesty of Ultron. You have to pick one, I see. Passive ability, hold the line, +5 melee defense. That's basically what I just did. I'll take it. We're gonna take the one that doesn't feel like an immediate trap that gets us killed.
The day is ours.
I'm kind of shocked to see that I can't recruit Lothern Seaguard here, but I guess their capital wasn't good at recruiting things. Should probably check what buildings are here. Oh, maybe it used to be, but it's been pretty messed up by the whole stealing it thing that I just did. That's true. That might be my fault that it can't build them anymore. Going to enter and camp here to get my regeneration going faster. And then I am going to recruit units globally and pick up some Lothern Seaguards. Because I feel like we just need more of those in general.
Defender of Ulthuan.
I think that I'm good not recruiting any more normal archers. I just need some frontline to go in front of them at the minute.
An archmage is accustomed to victory.
I could have sworn that I got a thing saying got a regiment of renown for bolt throwers. I'm guessing I misread a pop about stealing theirs. I'm not sure. Regardless, here I am now.
Champion
And we are definitely not going to take our severely injured leaders over here to fight this right now. That's not happening. We're probably just going to push north through more elves, and we're going to try to avoid fighting the one legendary lord that's still here that I didn't kill. Just a quick check. Am I currently trading with you? Are people going to be upset when I stab you?
Phoenix King welcomes all.
I don't have any treaties with them. I'm not being an unreliable bastard if I stab them. It's fine, I promise. I think I probably just want magical reserves immediately. I've been very, very low on magic for a while now. What is Arcane Conduit? I don't know what power recharge is. Is that cooldown speed or how quickly I get magic? Either way, it's the capstone. It must be good, but I'm not sure. Gonna keep going down hard to hit. And because this guy's much more likely to be in melee... Oh, neither of these are melee resistance, I say. I guess I'm gonna go with melee attack then.
I bring Azurian's fire.
My new mage is in the process of leveling up. 2 skill points to take Rolling Skies and Thunderbolts. Every single settlement here has grown. That's probably not true. I'm willing to bet that growth is across the whole place, isn't it? Meaning that if I were to upgrade this one, the other ones can't be upgraded. Meaning that in the past, when I've upgraded stuff in Lothern, like this one, stop that. Because now I can upgrade Lothern because I see how this works. I understand, that's very important. We're upgrading Lothern instead. That's way more important. I need to unlock the ability to make bolt throwers of my own and not just be wholly reliant on the one I happen to have stolen right now. Over here, it seems sensible that I would, again, upgrade the capital instead of any of the other ones. And that's gonna be it for this turn. So let's see what Eltharian's one army does between turns. I imagine it walks over here in size. It moved up, it vanished, and then it appeared in front of me. And now it has like a fighting to the death icon, I guess because they're without lands. Oh wait, they might be suffering attrition. That could be what that icon is too. Gilgalion thought this was unacceptable. Bad news for you, Gilgalion. You're not a legendary lord. You're not one of the few people who have safety when it comes to me. Now, based on what happened to Eltharians now, you might think being a legendary lord doesn't make you safe, but he should have told me that. It should have been like the clear war. He's like, wait, I promise I'm important. What if you wanted me to join your faction? He should have been more forward with that information.
Encircled your city, my lord. Send a force to aid the city defenders before they are
You're
starved
good.
into
The force is
submission.
already there. They can sally forth and do it themselves. I'm so mad. Hold up. Wait. Decline attack.
Retreat.
She ran up and sieged them, and unlike old Rome, troop stuff happens after your turn starts, not when it ends. She prevented them from healing this turn. What a bitch.
Victory shall
Oh, if I were to break in camp, I would lose my current recruitment I'm working on. That's fine. If I click auto-resolve, no one dies. So we click auto-resolve.
Hungers.
I'm gonna take army replenishment because apparently for once we absolutely need that. Did that get us population surplus? I should have read what I clicked on more carefully, I guess. Leadership and charge bonus on Tyrion doesn't feel like the biggest thing. I guess I should be cycling charges with them. Abilities, scroll of power. Oh, this is a one-time use that essentially says all your cooldowns come back. That's neat. I tend to find myself in fights where I have no magical reserves, and it's more about getting the most out of my magic as opposed to using it quickly, but that's cool that that exists at all. So let's try this whole recruiting Lothern Seaguard thing. Oh, I see what the problem is. Yeah. I didn't even check. I just clicked on one of the Lothern Seaguards. There's two. There's Lothern Seaguard and the other kind I can't recruit. Fair enough. Okay. So you start with a Lothern Seaguard that is not the kind I'm currently recruiting. Lothern Seaguard Shields. Probably the kind I would want all told, but oh well. Yeah, their melee defense is just way higher. Is there a difference in how much you're regenerating? Like if I click you so you'll stop moving and come to your health, I'm not getting a clear view of why you regenerate. I mean, I can walk around and find out, right? Like just step out of the city. We're still regenerating a lot. If I were to go into an camp here, I cannot visibly tell that this is different than what I previously saw. And we'll have these guys catch up with Force March, I suppose.
For my queen.
Yeah, sorry, bad news. My army's here. You're in front of me. I can see Slanesh right here. I'm gonna need to conquer you. You're not a legendary lord. You're not a trade partner. I know those things haven't mattered in the past, but like they're going to in the future. I'm gonna get better, I promise. We have another growth here, so I guess we go for the one that's gonna upgrade a money building instead of the one that upgrades a growth building. Seems sensible. And that's it for the turn. We're almost down to under 200. They're dropping like flies. It's like, what, turn 10 and 80 people have died? That's still crazy to me. I understand why, but it's just blowing my mind a little bit. I cannot believe this guy I literally just said that I should have killed last turn does not want to trade with me anymore. That's preposterous. I have a lot of money sitting around right now. I'm about to do a quest for even more money. I think I'm just willing to pay for it, right? Influence 10, treasury minus 750. Seems good.
Your war efforts would be strengthened by the raising of a new army. Appoint another.
I don't think so. I'm still trying to get to that 3,000 a month you told me about forever ago. Like, the reason my army is small right now is because it lost. It's not because it's weak, it's because it died. So in stance none, I can reach this person. They have a full army here right now.
Champion of the Ever Queen.
I think this is my border, maybe?
The forest hides much.
This green line has to be my border, right?
My journey begins.
Yeah, I can see the name of the province. So I'm gonna move forward to here, recruit my local archers, continue regenerating within camp, because these guys are still just destroyed.
Magic's unleashed.
Move
Very
up
well.
here. They still need to be in camp, still need to keep healing. Oh, they suck at healing. This guy's doing work, isn't he?
Behold my power.
Can you, like, drag units in this game? Yeah, what I can do is I can select all of this and then, like, control M to merge.
Master
Yes.
of magic.
And I can get a bunch of weaker guys and tell them to fuck off
Servant.
and wait for them to heal somewhere
Pure
else.
Magic.
This forest.
What I could also do is have switched them with the ones in the army so that they can regenerate faster. That's another option I have. Oh, I can afford to get this legendary lord now, the Alistair the White Lion, Lion of Trace sort of guy. Cost influence, upkeep, all of that. What do you do, though? You're armored axe infantry, armor piercing, melee expert, lion cloak, huh? What is a lion cloak? Okay, you have more missile defense then. Neat. I'm gonna be honest, I am like 99% convinced that this guy is not actually going to be helpful. But screw it.
Defender of the Phoenix Throne. All set.
Over here, we're going to realize we can't locally recruit, but that's fine.
Trained by the White Tower.
Recruit hero. Oh yeah, there's no new heroes we can recruit. There's only the one guy. That's unfortunate.
Limitless
But we're going to
talent.
take this guy, pick up the hero from this army and all the wounded guys, and just have like the healing stack walking behind us and recruiting. Because as it stands, this one having to stop it and camp and recruit and all that is really slowing down the war effort. I can upgrade something in size again here, but it's possible if I just sit on it, I can upgrade Lothern faster, right? I should look at the tech tree. That's what I should do. At level 5, I can make the Court of the Phoenix King. Oh wait, am I currently going to 3? I thought I was going to 4. Substantially less impressive. What is 3 getting, man? It's getting me the Shadow Warriors, and I think those were really good. Yeah, those were the archers I wanted to switch over to in my new armies. It's getting me the ability to make claw bolt throwers as well. I think it's sensible to upgrade these places and just do that instead. Although it doesn't seem to work that well from the screen I was on. And we are incredibly bankrupt from hiring the Lion of Trace, which I thought might have been a mistake. Looking at the ramifications of having hired you, let me reconsider this briefly, and then load my save. I think that's where I'm at. Yeah, let's just nod and say we did. That's where I'm at. I'm looking to switch out of archers relatively soon, actually. Do I even care about waiting for, like, regeneration? Because if I'm going to be disbanding my archers soon and making Shadow Warriors, I realize now I don't need to play slowly for regeneration, and I don't really want to recruit a bunch of Sea Guard, because I already have 7. Admittedly, that's not enough for 2 armies, but I'm going to have to recruit a lot of Shadow Archers before then, so it's not like it needs to be, right? Yeah, we want to hold our next Lord recruitment until we finish the stuff to recruit Shadow Warriors, and then recruit them here in Lothern so I can recruit that army immediately. I was doing that wrong in the first place. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk to here, and I'm going to take this Lord away. Now, there's a lot of wounded guys still in here. I've just learned a terrible truth. The terrible truth is simple. If you try to recombine units across adjacent armies multiple times in the same turn, every time you do it, you use a bit of movement, and then you run out of movement. So you need to plan it all out ahead of time. That feels weird and janky and wrong, but oh well, let's do it again. I got the positive growth bonus food surplus this time around. I think there are random events that I've just been re-rolling without realizing. So we're gonna merge these units. We're gonna take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need 5 full units of archers. We have 3 Sea Guards. So I just need to do once, twice, and hand over both Sea Guards. Easiest thing in my life. How can I possibly mess this up like a 5th time? We give up you, and you. Those were the 5 I said. Everyone else is basically at full health. Yes. You take in 3 new Sea Guards and 2 full health archers. And now Poseidon here has a much better replenishment rate thanks to getting this guy. We're still in camp stance. And we're going to go into recruit units and continue globally recruiting the Lothern Sea Guard. Then our actual functional army is going to leave in camp stance. And we're going to walk north. Ain't nothing weird happening here. Don't worry about it. I promise, whoever you are, that we're here with peaceful intentions. Also, hi Be'lakor. I recognize you from the tutorial. I hear you've got a cool campaign. Maybe I'll see that someday. Hey Lioness, who are you? You're medieval France, okay.
What do you want?
Based on Bretonia, I guess you're probably medieval England. They think the trade agreement's a bad deal. Is it because I have a bad trustworthiness? Yeah, it is almost entirely that. That's fair. What about you, Be'lakor? Do you want to trade with me?
I will not perform another coronation. There is no ever chosen.
He is happy that I'm trespassing. However, he's very upset with me for being me. The fact that I'm an untrustworthy piece of shit is actually not part of his calculations. I love that. Anyway, let's handle some building upgrades. I think I did this last time. Oh, I've ended my turn. Well, I'm going to assume there was nothing left to do because Warhammer 3 tends to be good about that. That's cool. Why am I getting this tutorial now, though? I have no idea why I just got that tutorial now instead of, like, 3 hours ago. I would like to continue playing. So, Be'lakor looks like he has raised that city in the background. Oh, that was their last city, too. Good job, Be'lakor. And we just finished Trumpeters, so now we have more move speed on all our units. Also, it does turn out this place has more than one army.
I agree.
Their army is pretty trash, though, if I'm being honest.
Shield of Alaria.
You're encamped. I'm definitely starting this war now. I believe I can do it. Yeah, I believe I can do it. Declare war. I imagine no allies have chosen to get involved. Don't have any. Valiant defeat as the default, huh? It's a big garrison, so I see why, but I'm willing to argue this one. I'll be back to this in a moment. Continue siege. Sure, make siege equipment. I just don't want to hear about it. I could have hit the skip this notification button. That would have been much faster. At some point soon, I should probably build a building to upgrade my tech, but I didn't know how to grow properly until just now, so it happens. I think I take weapon strength for Lothar and Seaguard because these other ones are basically just useless to me. Yeah. Picking up from where I was going to the outro, I was in the process of editing the video, and I was like, you know, I should just load the game and see how this siege is going to work. And it turns out that you probably just need 2 full health artillery pieces to get through actual tower settlements. And I didn't get started on that as early as I should have because I've been growing settlements willy-nilly instead of waiting for the one that mattered. So, since it's not really possible for me to conquer this, like maybe with a full health unit I could kill 2 towers and make a spot for myself. Maybe, I'm not convinced I could. Instead, I've loaded a save back about 3 turns. We started repositioning for the war against these people, and instead, we're not going to go to war here in the north. What we're going to do is we're going to come back down around on force march, or in camp, whatever we need to do for regeneration rates. I'm hoping to force march from city to city and get good regen rates that way. And we're going to come fight the vampire counts down, not the vampire counts every time, the vampire coast down here, and then circle up through the left side, which will, you know, probably still be elves, but hopefully by the time we get there, we'll have, what's it called? Eagle Claw Throwers. Eagle Bolt Throwers? Which one is it? What's your name? Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. They were both wrong, and they were also both almost right. But yeah, we're gonna come back down, come here. I've learned a valuable lesson about prioritizing growth in your starting city so that you can build siege weapons in my next campaigns. And I'll go through these next turns just as fast as I can because they seem kind of important. I'm gonna make a change though. I'm not going to recruit units here because if I'm going down south, I'm not gonna really need them. I'm just gonna regrow on the way there. I don't want a bigger army. I think I'm good with the current amount I have. I'd rather gain the economy. The only question is, should I be combining units at all? Should anyone be swapping out armies? And right now, no. Maybe next turn. This time, instead of the growth event, we have minus 15% construction cost, all buildings for 5 turns. This time, after wiping out the faction, I'm going to be taking treasury. We're far enough away from our actual goal that I don't feel the need to take replenishment right now. We can take it slow to get there. Even on Force March, I'm not making it to the next settlement, but I think that's fine. Does Force March affect replenishment rates? It doesn't, but it's also not going to be great for them. However, we just need to get going. So stepping out of this, we lose a little bit. Going into March, nothing changes. Wonderful. I hate these units at 32 because it looks like they're not regenerating at all. It's just a trick. It's not actually a thing. It almost got me. So essentially, the Invocation of Vol's primary thing, it looks like, is it just gives me a dilemma for a powerful magical item. I don't need to do that right now, but I might do it in the future. Now that in this timeline I actually have money. The armies are finally making it back down around where we need to be. They've just been so far out of position. Going to war here when I need to wait for the catapult anyway is silly. I'm better served going this direction, fighting the vampire coast. I'm very strongly tempted just to sit on this and immediately upgrade growth again. And I'm going to try that just to see how it works in this campaign. We got a Blade of Darting Steel and some money for getting to settlement level 3. We're officially in the alternate timeline now. What is the Savage Blow? Charge bonus plus 20 for all factions for the next 5 turns. Okay.
Protector of the
Switch back over to no stance here. We are in range of Vol's Anvil to start the war next time. Here in no stance, I imagine. Actually, we still get into range. Now, how much population does this take? We would need a population excess of what for this? 4? We're already at 2? I'm gonna hold and go straight for Lothar in tier 4 and tier 5 because, I mean, I want to. That's the whole reason. I'm curious. Oh, you know what, though? It probably makes a ton more sense to instead... Yeah, what you probably should do is increase the other buildings to grow faster, and on the whole, it ends up being better, right? That's gotta be true. I'm gonna create the Tower of Lycian next, as it's the closest thing to a war frontier I currently have, I think. with this new build slot, I am going to, I think it's this one, unlock Eagle Claw Bolt Throwers. We're going to increase growth. We're going to unlock tier 3 archers, and we are out of money. Rather than starting tier 3 growth right now, I'm going to start money right now, because we currently don't have this. Or I could go here instead for control. Does a higher level version of this like spread it out from the current settlement? No, it's always just the same province. I'm gonna go for money first, control second. I feel like my economy's been, you know, kind of in the dumpster this entire campaign. And next time we're gonna pick up at the end of this turn wherein I try to siege Val's Anvil. Now that I have a fully, like, actual 4 unit of bolt throwers, I should be able to take down at least 2 towers as opposed to 1 and try to fight a siege. Whereas previously, I think going for massive settlements was just sort of a no-go. And taking a look at everything I fought before then, it's not like I auto-resolved through them, I think I just hadn't found one. There's a chance this was one, but it might have grown since I took control of it. It has. I think this is the only giant settlement I fought, and I auto-resolved this, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, it's this weird thing where I feel like I have to auto-resolve to get through walled settlements until I get high-end siege equipment. And that, like... it feels so wrong. But regardless, for now, I'm done. I'd rather go here. I hope this didn't go too long, so I ended up recording this in multiple separate parts. Thank you for watching. I hope you had a good time. I've been enjoying it a lot, although I'm learning so much that I lose track of exactly what I've done in a given episode because I'm tripping over so many different things. Anyway, that's enough for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my one Patreon supporter, Jeffrey Bain, and I'll see you in the next one.